So let's get right into my everyday brow routine. My face is completely clean. Only thing on my face is this 24 karat Faces Vitamin C Serum. I absolutely love this product. I love the company and I intend on making a video doing a complete product review of their skincare line in the future. So what I'm doing, the first step here is just brushing my brows, my natural brows without any product, taming those hairs, and forming the shape that I'm going to go in and create. Having a great eyebrow starts with having a great eyebrow base. So I've already gone in and plucked my brows. I'm going to go straight in with the pencil and begin at my arch. I like to start my brow formation at the arch and pull it outward towards the tail because I think this is the best way to get brow definition. I'm just going in and making light hair-like strokes with the pencil to create the illusion of a fuller brow. I'm following the way my hairs naturally grow to make it look that much more natural. I'm beginning to fill in the brow from the bottom, which is also essentially helping me shape my entire brow. I'm using a spoolie just to control some of the hairs as I shape, but ultimately any stray hairs aren't going to bother me right now. Later on, I'm going to use a setting gel to tame those hairs. Now I'm going in at the beginning of my brow very lightly. Having too dark of a beginning of a brow appears very harsh and unnatural. So I'm just going in, making a line and pulling it outward, upwards, mimicking real hair-like strokes. Instead of drawing a line on the top of my brow and just filling in the in-between, I already kind of have a lot of in-between brow. So I'm just going to lightly go over and begin to make a clear, clean line on the top of my brow. I'm going to follow that out through the arch of my brow and down the tail. I'm not too worried about any extra product going around because I'm going to clean that up with a concealer. I'm going to list all the products I used in the video down below. Bear with me, this is my first video, so I'm getting used to all of it. So I wasn't able to show every single product prior to using it, but I am going to list them all below. As you can see, I'm just finishing up shaping my brow, going very lightly in on the, towards the beginning of my brow, going upwards to create those little hairs. Now that that brow is done, I'm going to go in and do my other brow, the same process, just to the other side. Eyebrows are not supposed to be twin sisters, they're just supposed to be sisters. But I personally believe if you can get that good at your brows, there's days that them bitches is twins. Now I'm just going in with the spoolie end of my pencil to tame those ends. This product I'm using is from Soap and Glory. It's a fiber brow setting gel and it's in the color Talk of the Brown. I'm just going to go over my complete brow and set those tame hairs that were bothering me while I was shaping my brow. I meant to say this product tames stray hairs, not tame hairs. Now my favorite part, concealing the brow. I like to use a potted concealer because the consistency is a lot more creamy, so it holds up the definition under the brow. I'm basically using a flat brush from NYX, and I'm just going very tightly underneath my brow and pulling that concealer outward and downwards. I'm going to do this to clean up any hairs, any errors, really create that clean, straight brow. Once again, here I start with my concealer at the arch before going to the front of the brow, and that's because I just feel like the arch is what the brow is about. I've gone into the beginning of the brow and just cleaned up that line underneath and pulled that concealer downward. I'm going to keep repeating this step until I feel like I have a really clean look. I'm using the concealer to create the shape that I want to create with my brow. I'm going to go in on the top of my brow with the concealer, and instead of starting at the front and pulling towards the back, I'm actually going to start towards the end and do it in sections. This helps make the line on the top of your eyebrow, the concealer line, a lot more straight, even, and clean. It also helps you from using too much product, trying to create a line, from starting from the beginning and then having to go in and clean up different parts of the brow. I really wanted to make my first video a brow tutorial because as part of my job as a beauty consultant, I get to go help women who are dealing with the after effects of cancer, such as loss of brows, and I get to help them recreate brows. So I would love to have a video for them to reference besides what I speak to them when I go and do those events. The concealer is really helping me get that clean brow shape. Now I'm just going to go in, starting at the arch, and complete the same concealing process on my other brow. Now that everything looks good, it's time to blend the concealer. I personally like to blend my concealer outwards with an eyeshadow blending brush, and that's because the end and the hairs of this brush are tapered for a very nice blend. So it works well with the creamy consistency of the concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that all out on all sides and try to make it look like it's just melted into my skin. Now I'm going to go in with this Revlon setting powder. It's a translucent setting powder, and I'm going to again use an eyeshadow blending brush and just go ahead and set underneath my brows. During my normal makeup routine, I have no primer on my face at this point because I don't like priming my face before doing my brows. I find that the primer can stick to the hairs and just look a little weird. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat this step just to set that product before completing the rest of my face. If you've enjoyed this tutorial so far, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, turn your post notifications on so when I drop my next video, you'll be the first to know. Leave a comment, all that good stuff. Now my concealer's all set. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to be doing a full foundation routine after this, so I'm just going to go in with a damp beauty blender and blend out any excess product, fallout, so that I don't have any of that on my face throughout the day. Thank you so much for watching my first video. Please leave a comment, like it, and if you aren't already subscribing, please subscribe, share, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. This is a quick little tip to make sure your eyebrow is aligned right. Your front should always align directly with your nose, the arch through the middle of your pupil, and the end at the end of your eye. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you.